Looking for a great gadget? Our selection of the latest gadget reviews will help you find the ideal drones, GPS devices, toys and more. Also the latest reviews on laptop, mobile phone reviews, tablets, cameras and other gadgets reviews. Please like and subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to get new video updates.
iPhone 11 versus iPhone 11 Pro versus iPhone 11 Pro Max review. Which iPhone 11 is the right iPhone 11 for you? Apple has unveiled a trio of new iPhones, namely the iPhone 11, iPhone 11 Pro and iPhone 11 Pro Max. These are all premium phones, but they also all pack different features, prices and screen sizes, among other things. As such, while their designs are similar, there is quite a lot to choose between them. With that in mind, we've compared the three 2019 iPhone models, so you can see exactly what's the same and what's different. Covering design, display, camera, specs, battery, price and more, here's a comparison of the iPhone 11, iPhone 11 Pro and iPhone 11 Pro Max. The three new iPhones all have broadly the same design, and it's also a design that's similar to the iPhone XS range. That's especially true from the front, as they have a large notch at the top but an otherwise all-screen design. They also have a metal frame, aluminum in the case of the iPhone 11, stainless steel for the other two, and a glass back, but that back is where the main difference, both from the XS and each other, are found, as the cameras are now arranged in a square block in the top left corner. That's true of all three new iPhones, but the number of lenses differs, with the iPhone 11 Pro and iPhone 11 Pro Max having 3 lenses, while the iPhone 11 comes with 2. The three phones all have water resistance though, albeit to a depth of 4 meters for the Pro models and just 2 for the standard iPhone 11. The colors also differ, with the iPhone 11 Pro and iPhone 11 Pro Max coming in gold, space gray, silver and midnight green shades, while the iPhone 11 is more colorful in yellow, purple, black, green and white shades. Finally, weight and dimensions also differ. The iPhone 11 Pro 188 grams, the iPhone 11 Pro Max is 226 grams, and the iPhone 11 is 194 grams. As for the screen, you're getting a 6.1-inch LCD one with a 828 by 1792 resolution on the iPhone 11, while the iPhone 11 Pro has a 5.8-inch 1125 by 2436 OLED display, and the iPhone 11 Pro Max has a 6.5-inch 1242 by 2688 OLED. The OLED screens are dubbed Super Retina XDR and should be superior to the LCD one, and in all cases this is basically the same setup as the previous models, though there are improvements in the quality of the screen. For example, the iPhone 11 Pro and Pro Max have a 2:1 contrast ratio and a maximum brightness of 1200 nits. The standard iPhone 11 can't quite match that, coming in at a 1400:1 contrast ratio and 625 nits. The iPhone 11 is the real odd one out when it comes to cameras, as it has 2 lenses on the back, while the iPhone 11 Pro and iPhone 11 Pro Max have 3. In all cases these are 12MP lenses, with the 3 phones all having standard f1.8 and ultra-wide f2.4 lenses, while the iPhone 11 Pro and iPhone 11 Pro Max also get a f2.0 telephoto 1 with 2x optical zoom. The 3 phones all have a night mode, 4K video recording at up to 60 FPS and a whole assortment of other modes that are mostly the same across the models. As for the front camera, that's 12MP2 and as expected it powers Face ID. Speaking of which, Face ID has been improved on all 3 handsets, it's now faster and works from more angles. Apple hasn't said exactly how big the batteries in its new iPhone range are, but it has said that the iPhone 11 Pro lasts up to 4 hours longer than the iPhone XS, while the iPhone 11 Pro Max lasts up to 5 hours longer than the iPhone XS Max, and the iPhone 11 lasts up to 1 hour longer than the iPhone XR. For reference, the iPhone XS launched with a 2658 mAh battery, the iPhone XS Max with a 3174 mAh one, and the iPhone XR has a 2942 mAh one. As for charging, unsurprisingly wireless charging is supported, as is fast charging, with all 3 phones supposedly being able to juice up by 50% in 30 minutes, though that needs an 18W charger which comes in the box of the Pro models but is sold separately for the standard iPhone 11. In news that will surprise no one, all 3 new iPhone handsets use Apple's A13 Bionic chipset. This being the next generation after the A12 Bionic in the iPhone XS range. According to Apple, the A13 has the fastest CPU and GPU ever used in a smartphone. What we don't know is how much RAM the range has. Apple never reveals that, but don't be surprised if the iPhone 11 has less than the other two models. For software, you're of course getting iOS 13 on all three models, while for storage, the iPhone 11 Pro and iPhone 11 Pro Max are set to be available in 64GB, 256GB and 512GB sizes, while the iPhone 11 will come in 64GB, 128GB and 256GB capacities. You can't buy any of these phones yet, but you will be able to pre-order them from September 13th, with them hitting stores and eager hands on September 20th. Hopefully you've been saving, because the iPhone 11 Pro starts at $999 for a 64GB model, rising to $1,149 for 256GB and $1,349 for 512GB. The iPhone 11 Pro Max meanwhile comes in at $1,099 for 64GB, $1,249 for 256GB and $1,449 for 512GB. Finally, the iPhone 11 is a still pricey $699 for 64GB, $749 for 128GB, and $849 for 256GB. As expected, the iPhone 11 Pro Max looks to be the most impressive of these handsets, at least on paper. It has the biggest screen for one. The iPhone 11 Pro falls in below, marked out mostly for its significantly smaller display. Otherwise, it should be just as much of a flagship. Then there's the iPhone 11, which is in the middle for screen size but at the bottom for overall specs and features, with it notably having fewer camera lenses and using LCD rather than OLED. There aren't really any surprises in how these phones stack up though, and the prices reflect the positions. We'll let you know how good they are in practice as soon as we've put them through full reviews.